Hi, this is Steve with Rent It Network. Today I want to talk to you about tenant screening, what to look for, and why it's so important. Um, you know, Overall, the number one reason why you want to do effective tenant screening is you really need to know who's in your property. I cannot tell you the number of times we've talked with owners who placed a tenant that was recommended by a friend or was a friend of a friend or somebody they found by placing an ad, only to find out that they were really nice when they met, but they turned into the nightmare tenant afterwards and had other issues. So you really need to know who's in your property, and that's why tenant screening is so important. There are a lot of companies out there that you can look to do the screening, but at a minimum, what you want them to look at is credit history, criminal history, nationwide eviction. What's their employment status? You want to look at all of these things combined to see that the person is who they say they are, but more importantly, that they're going to be able to afford the rent, pay the rent, and so on. And you also want to be very diligent and thorough while you're doing this. It's a process. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get references checked, to get employment verifications checked, and that type of thing. But I encourage you to not rush it. And if you have a tenant who is trying to do that, just be very careful. It takes time. Let them know you'll work through it just as fast as you can. But it really is in your best interest to make sure that you double check, triple check everything so that you know who's going to be in your property. I'll share with you a recent story we had. A tenant that we had inquired about a property that we had, wanted to move really fast. She indicated that she had an eviction in the past, but said it wasn't her, it was her brother. She had co-signed on it. So we took that into consideration. But as we were trying to do her rental verification for the place she was living at, currently, she wouldn't give us contact information, told us she wasn't on the lease, and then wouldn't provide a copy of the lease. So as you can imagine, alarm bells are going off. And eventually what we found out is she was in fact on the lease. She was planning on leaving that property as well. It would have been very easy to just, kind of look past that and move on. But I guarantee you the chances of having a problem tenant because of it would have been so much greater. So the point of all of this is, and what I'll leave you with here is, do your homework, be diligent. Effective screening is so important. And it's not just about finding any tenant, it's about finding the right tenant. If you have any questions at all about tenant screening, please give us a call. Thank you.